Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I know what you're going to say. I'm not in my gun room. I'm not at the GAT lab. And yeah, I'm a little under the weather, which is why you didn't get your typical, you know, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday stream right at 10 p.m. Eastern sharp, which of course you know it always is. Um, but I couldn't go through into 2023 without at least coming and chilling with you guys for a little bit, even though I'm sick, even though I'm under the weather, even though the little one is right upstairs there. But we only got a few minutes, so let's chill. Let's let the balls drop together, y'all. Who's down to let some balls drop? Um, Guys, give me a 5x5. Let me know how the audio and video is, and let's go ahead and start real quick. So Rusty Shackelford was first this evening, so congratulations, my friend. You, sir, are due at least one crisp high five. Congrats. Rusty Shackelford is also a channel member. Channel member. We got Night Custom Builds, channel member. CNT Designs and Arms, channel member. We got RIP Dango. What's up, brother? Another channel member. Chamber Defense, what's up, brother? Another channel member. JC9, what up, channel member? And who else we got up in here? Barton Fink, what's up, brother? Channel member. Dropping these bulls, channel member. Joe Morris. And who else we got? So I don't want to miss any. Don't want to miss any. Also, guys, my birthday was yesterday, so I usually don't like publicly talk about it because it's that's how mofos like F around and find your ass. Kurt 24, another channel member. What's up, brother? 11:58. I got 11:58. So right now it is indeed 2022, and in just under 2 minutes, it's going to be 2023. Now, I want you guys to remember, okay? So the Fire Rider, what's up, brother? Another channel member. And of course, we got the hey, what's up, brother? Marconi, what's up, brother? Another channel member. Um, and we got our honorable mentions. We got Savinity. We got Night Strike. What's up, brother? We got SL. What's up, brother? Happy New Year. Dangle Matt. What's up, brother? Happy New Year. So I want you guys to think about this, okay? So the last like 3 years has been some of the most challenging and some of the most difficult times that any of us have experienced. The last 3 years have been structured in a way to replace a couple things, to borrow your liberties, to replace you from your freedoms, liberties, and independence. And a lot of us have gone through extremely trying times with the coup and shutdowns and all that, and um, troubling financial times and actual physical sickness and all this crazy stuff, y'all. It's important that now, today, before we're now less than 1 minute away from 2023, that we go into 2023 stronger, more keen, more aware, more focused on what we want, and just focused on following the rules, right? Following the rules, like being kind, living a life of care, compassion, contribution, giving to others, making sure that we are doing what we can to defeat evil by just following the rules. And I would like to say right now to all of y'all, happy 2023, happy new year. It is officially midnight right now, at least Eastern Standard Time. It's midnight right now. So happy 2023, you guys. This has been a crazy few years, and never feed dark after midnight. Yeah, that's right. Um, this is uh, this is going to be one for the books. Mark my words. 2023 will will be something to remember. It is going to be one of the milestones that every single one of us remember. 2023, and with that, like I said, BRB, mag dump time. Honestly, I'm about to go outside and set off some 37 Mike stuff. Why not? Maybe I can bring y'all with me. Maybe I'll bring y'all with me. Um, Rose Blaine, Happy New Year. Shots going off everywhere. Should I go out? Should I mag dump too? Should I mag dump into the ground? Um, because of how challenging the last few years. Oh, what am I doing? Guys, hold on for a second. Let me just stop and say happy 2023. And then we got to do the song, right? May all the blah blah be blah blah and blah 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 like blah 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 and blah 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 blah. Is that? I think that was the words. Um, let's see. Peeps in my hood are popping off rounds. May have to light off a 357 blast. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Pooping. I saw that pooping off. Jose Romero, what's up, brother? DLD, Happy New Year. You too, man. Happy New Year. So this is, I have my birthday and then the New Year, literally right back to back. And the start of a new year is refreshing, and it's reminding that we all get to choose, whatever path we want for this upcoming year. And looking at how challenging and how trying the last 3 years have been, going into 2023, those rules that I say at the end of every single live stream, I believe that those things are the difference between us winning the culture war and not winning the culture war. So when I say that, thank you, JC9, appreciate you. Happy New Year birthdays. um, oh, this is terrible. Excuse me. But here's the thing. So when I say it, I say rule number one, right, is to be kind. It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That brief interaction that you have with somebody could have a massive impact on their life, right? Rule number two, live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you bless others, you become blessed. Okay? A hand that's open to give is open to receive. When we purposefully make other people's lives bigger, our lives become bigger. That's just the way the world works. And also, rule number three, because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence, it is our responsibility to make sure that we are becoming as highly skilled in violence as we possibly can be, right? And then, of course, be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. But remember when I say stuff like this, right? Like, it's not just about, like, you know, rule number three, make sure you have the best tool on you. No, make sure you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as possible for the purposes of self preservation, of course. So, not that you have the coolest, newest technology in your, carry your EDC or whatever, not like just prepping for SHTF. I'm talking about actual training and, like actual skills that will be able to net you results should something pop off. Oh, man. Um, Marconi, Mike McClure, JC9, Savinity, Jason Irving, what's up, brother? Much love, fam. You too, brother. P Break and Beer Refresh, BRB. Dang, y'all are like busting off shots and stuff like that. Daily After Dark, Happy New Year's, brother. Thank you. If peeps were lighting it up, I would be here too, lol. But no one in small town Iowa is stupidly shooting into the air. We know it's got to come back down. Yeah, facts, facts. 3 hours left here, but hey, popping off already. Hell yeah. PC, what's up, brother? Good to see you. 22 is the new 40. 40 is the new 22. 2023, Glock 23, chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson. I declare this year the year of the 40 cal. No, no. Think of it as a Glock 23 with a Glock 32 barrel in it. Is that fair? You too, Sabar. Happy New Year, man. Constitutional Carpenter, what's up, brother? Happy New Year. May all the feds be forgot and their assholes hit with fiery pokers. Dang, are those lyrics? I don't know. Maybe. I hope the AFT fails this year. They fail all the time. We just tend to only focus on the things that they succeed. Happy 40, 2023. Mag dump successful. Hell yeah. Dang, JC9. Happy New Year, everyone. Yeah, Happy New Year, you guys. I think it's important that we look at the next year, the upcoming year, as an opportunity to do anything you want, to be anything you want, to achieve anything you want. You know, my desire to detach myself from the system in every single way. I mean, the next biggest step for me is to never be an employee of anyone's ever again, so I can free myself of the slavery system. And I don't want to do that anymore. I refuse to do that. I have made people extremely wealthy. I've made people millions and millions and millions of dollars that they'll continue to net annually while I just continue being a regular ass dude. I'm not gonna do that anymore. You know, I'm gonna work for my business. I'm gonna work for my community. I'm gonna work for my cause. I'm gonna make sure that I stand by my statement, which I always say that I believe every single human being has the right, given to them by God, has the right to build any modern firearm or anything for that matter, but let's say any modern firearm in the privacy of their own home with zero governmental overreach, period. Every single human has the right to do that. Not just people in the United States, not just people, you know, that live in a place with the Constitution. The Constitution doesn't give us anything. The Constitution is supposed to be a safeguard that here this that may be messing up my audio. My bad. Hopefully that's better. The Constitution is supposed to be a safeguard. That is our safety net, right? Like the Constitution is supposed to be a safeguard that keeps our government, that most of us don't even want, in check to ensure that our natural rights are being protected. Now, tell us all right now that all of our natural rights are being protected and that Constitution is going to work for us. It's not. Our rights are being encroached on every single day. They're changing every single day. And then when they write these laws, they're reinterpreting them later. And then they're coming back and they're shitting on us again. It's like, when is this going to end? It's crazy. My bad. I wasn't looking at the chat. The end is near. Beware. What's up, brother? Happy New Year, man. Oh man, I'm so congested. Sorry. 40 cal was made for weak FBI agents that couldn't handle 10 millimeter. I'm trying to drop a ball tonight. Bow. Are you trying to drop a ball? Are you trying to drop a ball? Which one? Heard you like gardening. It's a day late for your birthday. I got you something you can grow many of the next year. Heard you love them too. That's funny. Thanks, Sanders everywhere. Being your own boss is the real American dream. Hell yeah. And still being able to afford life and your family and taking care of people. But that's the thing, like, y'all, we don't even need anything. We, provided that we could actually own things like property and things like that, we actually don't need anything. We don't need money. We don't need Amazon. We don't need grocery stores. All we need is what the earth gives us. But naturally, we overcomplicate things, and we think we're simplifying things. We think we are, but we're not. Stick around, and at the end of this, I'll give you guys a new high explosives recipe. Even Dark admits the 40 platform is more utilitarian. It can take 357 SIG barrels as well as the 40 Smith & Wesson. I don't like them, but I do admit that you can do more things with them. But let's be honest. Um, I'm gonna rock a 9 mil all day. I know. You know what? Two 40 cal guys out there. What do y'all actually carry? Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. What do y'all actually carry? Y'all carrying some nines? I know too many choices. Martin Kaminsky, Barton Fink. I know you guys are probably carrying a nine. Don't lie. Don't lie. You saying I can end the NFA this year? You can end the NFA in the privacy of your home every day if you choose to. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Ron. Appreciate it. And thank you all for the birthday wishes, man. I appreciate y'all. Excuse me. 45 plus P. Hey, I got some of those 45 plus P 230 grain. No, 230. I think they're like 200 grain. They're not 185s, but they're lighter than 230 plus P HSTs. And the Glock 21. Those things are nasty. Those things is nasty, boy. G23 or SP 2002 in 40 cal. Yeet. I mean, I would stick with the Glocka 43X with a 507K and Shield Arms bag. Okay. I mean, that's the backup mag right there. 124 grain HSTs, and then this is the primary mag with 115 grain HSTs. I carry an HK USP compact in 40 and a shoulder rig. Dang, Martin Kaminsky, you freaking Chad, you. Y'all know me. I recently started rocking the shoulder rig again. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so under the weather. Let me see. Sometimes a 1911 45 or the Delta Elite in 10 millimeter. Nice, nice. Rusty Shackelford Underwood Extreme Defender. Okay. Jeff Crown, what's up, my dog? Good to see you. Jeff Crown, good to see you, brother. 25 ACP for the win. Nah, bro. I mean, in that shit as we know it. 1911 ACP rifle is 30 cal M1 carbine. Dang, old school. You getting any more of your DLD design multi-use jigs for the 1719 and soon? Or should I grab a disposable red P81 from you for my 17 frame? I got the night they dropped the BS roll. So it's going to be probably a couple weeks before I get I have a whole gang of DLD jigs in right now. I got the DLD PF45. I got the DLD PF9SS. I got the DLD PF940C. But I don't have right now the universals, which do 26, 19, and 17. So because we don't know what the ATF is going to do, I would say just grab a 17 jig. And don't listen to anybody that tells you that you can use a 17 jig for all of the frames. That is not true. And there is nearly 2 millimeters of a difference between the placement of the holes that basically is like almost like a rainbow. The only hole that remains true is in the back of the trigger housing. The other, um, the other hole for the trigger pin moves forward because if you guys have time, I mean, it's not like this really matters, but if you have time, open up the jigs. They look the same, right? This is why people say this because you open it up, they look the same, right? You can stack them all right next to each other. The 17 and the 26 look exactly the same, but when you open them up and you look at the back of the frame where the rear of the beaver tail is held in place, they index at different points. Because they index at different points, it holds the frame in a different position. So even though the 17 and the 26 are very, very similar, nearly identical, the inside is different. And I know people may be like, well, you sell jigs. You just want to sell more jigs. No, no, I don't. I don't care. I literally designed a jig that you could use on the 26, 19, and 17 I want you to be able to use something like that on all three frames, but I'm telling you that it's not worth sacrificing your frame. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Let me put this back in there. Okay, sorry, I'm slacking. I did just get in another 1,000 rounds of 124 grain brass, which, hey, Tim Harper, what's up, brother? Angry Sarge, Zach Carr, Happy New Year to all you guys, man. CNT, One Car, what's up, brother? Thank you for the birthday wishes. Dark, did you get CCP cold? No, just a regular little cold, brother. Um, Jimmy Defense, Brownman, Angry Sarge, Tim Happa, William Baloney, G23, good to see you, brother. I forgot to mention, if I didn't mention that already. Goonbeam, what's up? If you guys did not see, so I dropped a video. I actually been working on this for a long time. I had to edit a bunch of stuff out because it wouldn't all fit. But on my Instagram, I just dropped an Instagram reel today. It's called A Year with Goonbeam, and that thing is dope. The video snippets, the video clips are dope. The song is literally perfect. Like it's talking about the Goonbeam Indestructible EDC, which I've been carrying every day for about a year. Ooh, that thing bright. It's a lightsaber, bro. And in the I mean, you'll see it when you watch it if you can. I know G23 is banned for life, right? But anybody else, go to Instagram, watch the reel. It's dope. It's got the song "Unbreakable" by Lil Wayne, and it's saying like you can't break down what can't be broken. And it's like when all of the lights are getting low. So it's like talking about lights and talking about what's unbreakable. And so it like matched perfectly. But I had to take a lot of the content out of it so I could like fit what I wanted to in there. And then I'm gonna do a part two as well. So it'll kind of be like a series of me like totally beating up Goonbeams. Let's see. Mateo said something about the AFT going after primers earlier tonight on 2EDU stream. I believe it. So people are working on that, and they're way more close than you may know. Oh, I'm so congested, y'all. I'm sorry. We need to work out a way to make resin molds and home injection molding machines to make our own P80 and Strike 80 frames at home, but stronger than 3D printed. Just hang tight. Remember, I said 2023 is going to be a very big year. And yeah, it's going to be a very big year. So that's all I will say on that. And thank you for all the birthday wishes, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Truck just went by outside, red and green LED lights right on the side, green antenna looking lights from the cab. That's funny. Mary Nueva Anya. Oh, I think my daughter's up. Hold on. I don't know when old folks do that. They like push their ear. One second. That's not Mary Nuevo Año. Happy New Year, my brother. Uh, happy 50th birthday. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Can you bake a print to strengthen it? Yes, that's called annealing. And there's some things you need to do. I don't know. Well, I know a little bit about it, but I am nowhere near the authority on that information. There are a lot of tests out there on annealing 3D prints. Most of them like CF12, carbon fiber nylon. Um, but yes, you can, for sure. Dark, happy 40th birthday. I'm getting close, getting close. Hey, Son of Mary, Happy New Year. What's up, brother? Happy New Year's, ladies and gents. Hell yeah. Oh, come on. Now only 21 likes, so almost 50 watching. Smash the like, perps. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Let me see. Got my Vortex, Opmod, Strike Eagle, Gen 2, 1 to 6X, and FDE today. Can't wait to get this on the range. Excellent optic for 225. Nice. On sale, I like the BDC reticle. Man, those BDCs, the bullet drop compensators, are excellent. Like I have now, it's different, right? But I have the Cyclops, the 1X prismatic optic from Primary Arms. Bro, that thing is, it's got the ACSS reticle, it's got the etched glass, and of course it's illuminated. That shit is fire. I love it. I love it. Yes, Misty got a membership. Hold on. Hey, my cat's birthday is today. Vanessa Kitty, good to see you. Did somebody just? Oh my God. Hey, Coop, what a beautiful birthday present. Thank you, brother. CNC Designs and Arms just gifted memberships. Did he gift 5 memberships? Thank you, brother. Let me see, I'm going through reading here. I use 2 accounts, not to be confusing, but to give 2 likes. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. So what I was saying earlier, oh, Jeff Cron. Shout out Alabama and Georgia with constitutional carry. Hell yeah. Permitless carry, even. Um, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Jeff Cron, brother, thank you for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, man. Coop, Happy New Year, buddy. Sorry, man. Fittich birthday. 30 years single mom. Oh, Glenn Fittich. I thought it was DLD's 52nd birthday. Yeah, I look good for being in my 50s, you know. Hey, Safety Harbor Firearms. Good to see you, man. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Belgian waffles for breakfast shortly. Hell yeah. Yeah, my great state of Alabama is now constitutional carry. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Let me see, I'm just making sure I don't miss much here. Good to see y'all, man. So just to kind of touch on what I was saying earlier, man, it was like essentially like right before the ball dropped, I was basically saying that like, and let me know if y'all can hear me okay, because I'm speaking quietly and I'm under the weather, so I'm sure my audio is not coming through, super well, but it is what it is. But basically, here, give me 1 second, and I'll go on my little positive rant. Positive rant. So here's the deal. The last 3 years ish that we've gone through together um, have been probably the 3 hardest years for a lot of people. We've gone through just extreme governmental overreach. We've gone through extreme changes with legislation. Not only legislation, like we're talking about like just BS rule changes, like the ATF literally just reaching their hand in and completely disgruntling our lives as much as they can. And although we were planning on them dropping the pistol brace rule change, they haven't. They pushed it to January. They'll probably drop it either on MLK Day or on the Friday the 13th, right before MLK Day, because that's how they get down, which is also during SHOT Show and right before Lobby Day. And basically, the last 3 years for a lot of people have been extremely challenging. We've lost a lot of things. We've had the government come in and borrow our rights. We've had people come in and I mean, a lot of people lost their businesses. A lot of people lost jobs. I lost a very prestigious position during the coup, and you know, it changed a lot of things for a lot of families. It changed a lot of things for a lot of businesses. We lost a lot, but I think during those times when our freedoms are borrowed, and during those times that these challenges happen, and during these times that, like, we just feel like we're slowly getting kind of like chipped away at, we have to remember that, like, those are all lessons, and these are all things that are teaching us things. Like, I learned how little I can actually live with. Like, I don't need all the stuff that, I felt like I need, or I thought I need. And most of what I and my family need, we can get from the earth, you know. So I I would say for 2023, focus on a way to become as self-sustainable as possible. Focus on a way, to set yourself free from the system that traps us. Set yourself free from consumerism. Develop skills. Find out, what way can you impact the cause, the community. What way can you, push things forward and advance things, not only in your own personal world, but around you as well. And I think all of us can have a good positive impact on our planet. And if all of us can just make that little 2 millimeter shift, all of us will be in a different place and in a better place. And we also have to know when to say no, and when to say enough is enough, and when to say I'm done. I will not comply. I will not acknowledge this as I will not acknowledge this, you know, rule that you just decided to publish as law, because these rules that you're publishing carry the weight of the law behind it, right? So we just have to know when to say no. So I think there's a way for all of us to make some advancements in 2023. But I'm telling you, mark my words, that 2023 will be a big year. Hopefully, we don't get wrapped up into some, nuclear war bullshit, but we gonna see. Let me see. Is it me, or is Dark streaming from a large cardboard box? Yes, I've been trapped against my will. Remember, I told you I'm learning how to live with less. This is the interior of my home on the street corner. I love not being a criminal, carrying my Glock wherever I go with no permission from the government and constitutional carry. Yeah, it is invigorating to feel free, right? You can always be free up here, but it's important that we uh, bestow these thoughts of freedom, independence, and privacy onto those that try to strip us of it. So, CNT Designs and Arms, Happy New Year. Sunflowers, Happy New Year. Paper Bag Stream, Threats of Nuclear War. Welcome back to the 1980s. Yeah, for real. Well, hello, Kitty. It is time to say enough is enough. I don't recognize anything that against our Constitution, and yes, hopefully no World War III in 2023. So here's the thing, though. You know, we can all say, like, people like us can all say no. We do not subscribe to their tactics. We do not subscribe to their rules, of which, of course, the Constitution of the United States and the constitutions of our states supersede that BS. The problem is that what they're doing is damaging hundreds and hundreds of businesses and thousands of people. And I mean, this is such a massive negative impact for so many people, and they just did it like that. And here's what I'm thinking. I think that stream that we did, where we jumped in and we were like, oh my God, they're banning P80s. How can they do this? They can't say that they're guns. They can't do this. I have a different perspective now on their open letter. I don't think that was what they intended to do. And I'll probably do another stream about this, but there was a lot of information being pushed out there, okay? And there's a few layers to this, but basically, hold on, I'm gonna need some nicotine for this. And one of these, I'll open it up with my indestructible goon beam. Almost. There we go. I don't want to be drinking aluminum flakes. So here's the deal. So a lot of other outlets pushed out articles, videos, and information on the open letter, right? So when we first read it, it looked like what it was saying is that all polymer 80s and lone wolves and frames of the like, similar frames, were now firearms, right? Now, the ATF has retained that position actually for a long time. They've straight up said it. And we've just basically been like, no, they're not. And still bought, sold, purchased, developed, whatever. So when I went back, I was looking at some of the articles, and there's so much confusing information where these news outlets, these alt media outlets, they're taking what the ATF said, and then they're taking their interpretation of it, and then they're putting up pictures of like an 80% frame, circling the tabs and stuff like that, and the channel, and then they're saying firearm, right? But the ATF didn't say that. So I was like, okay, let me back up from this. Let me remove all my preconceived notions and let me just go back to atf.gov and read exactly what they said. So what they said was partially completed polymer 80 frames and lone wolf frames and similar frames are to be considered firearms under the 1968 Gun Control Act. Risky Krisky, what's up, brother? Love you, DJ. Thanks for your support and content. DJ, like DJ the Metalhead? Yeah, that's my guy. Hey, DJ Metalhead, what's up, brother? Risky Risky, Happy New Year, brother. Um, so under the 1968 Gun Control Act, or the GCA, um, the polymer 80 frames don't even meet the criteria of a receiver, similar to how AR-15s don't either, right? As a matter of fact, it would only be the combination of the two, the upper and the lower, that would meet their definition, right? But anyway, I kept going back to it and I read what they read, and I'm like, okay, they said partially completed. So I did a little bit of digging and I found out that there were over 30,000. Thanks, brother. DJ Metalhead Mercenary, DLD After Dark. Hell yeah, dude. Happy New Year. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Um, there were over 30,000 inquiries to the ATF from FFLs asking, like, when did these become firearms? Because people are doing like conversions on them, partial conversions, then bringing them in, saying they need help or they need to get stuff looked at or their parts don't fit or whatever. So there were over 30,000 inquiries from FFLs to the ATF asking, when do they become firearms? So when the ATF sent this open letter out, they specifically said partially completed frames like the P80, like the Lone Wolf, and similar frames are considered firearms. So what does that mean, right? Are they saying that frames that you get that someone has worked on a little bit are partially completed? Or are they saying that the way that Polymer 80 and Lone Wolf sell them from the factory are partially completed? Here's what I believe. Looking back at it, the ATF only sent that open letter out to FFLs. No other companies at that point were issued any cease and desist, right, for just selling frames. I think what they did is they issued this specifically to FFLs to answer their inquiries, and we saw it, thought it was an outright ban, and then we all reacted and we were like, oh my God, polymer 80 frames are all banned. And the ATF was probably sitting there watching us do it like, oh my God, did we just accidentally ban all polymer 80s? Right? Because this is completely out of line with what their original 364-page document said. It is completely different. Their 364-page initial, the rule, final rule change and redefinition, and then their 24-page clarification, and then this open letter. This open letter is completely different. So I don't think they did this intentionally. I think that they're taking it as a win now. And now there are cease and desist that went out. Now there are, but if you look back, everybody in your spare time, go to atf.gov and look at their open letter and read it. Like, don't even read it based on how I'm explaining it to you. Remove everything you've heard, everything you've thought about it, and all your preconceived notions, whatever, and just read it from that perspective. They say partially completed specifically several times, at least twice. So I'm like, oh my God. When I went live and I said, guys, I was torn on if I should even do a live stream about this. I was tempted to not even say anything yet until I fully understand the open letter, because I've read it over 100 times now. I don't want to report on that report on. I don't want to talk about it yet because I don't want to do the ATF's job for them. And that's what it looks like I did. More beta prints. Happy New Year's, brother. So they either are like remarkably genius and put this thing out as a final like bazinga to all of us, or they're incredibly stupid and got lucky and saw our reaction to their sentence that was probably just them responding to FFLs. Why would they only communicate it to FFLs? That's all I'm saying. I could be totally wrong, but there are a lot of other people that disagree with me. Now, some of the people that disagree with me were those same people that said you can't sell the frame blank on its own. You can't sell a jig separately. Dark, if you open up a website selling jigs, you're gonna go to jail. I'm still not in jail. Made a website, DLDhardware.com. I sell jigs. I've sold almost 1,400 jigs. Still not in jail. Just saying. Just saying. Hey guys, my daughter's waking up. Hold on one second. Love y'all. Peace. Yes.